Ó mẹ́rin ó gbóhùn erin ọ̀mọ̀sà ó jíyọ lọ́bẹ̀. Àjànàkú kọjá mo rí nǹkan fìrí tá a bá rẹ́rìn ká sọ pé arẹ́rìn. Solokad Multiventures Limited ilé ọ̀rẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ni mò ń sọ níbi káta ojúlówó kẹ́míkà àti fataláísà tí kìí ṣe yèèpẹ̀. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi sọnù kí owó bá sọnà.
Ìwé kíkọ láìsí ọkọ àti àdá kò ì pẹ́ o, kò ì pẹ́ o. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ilé wa, ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ á máa jalè. Ìwé kíkọ láìsí ọkọ àti àdá kò ì pẹ́ o, kò ì pẹ́ o. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ilé wa, ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ á máa jalè.
It's a venture where we talk about agriculture, and like you know, our usual practice, we want to bring to your notice daily informations, things you need to do, how you need to do them in order for you to achieve results. This episode is a weekly episode that we run regularly just to bring to your notice what things you can do differently from what you've been doing before. Like we said, agriculture is a business, and that is why it's called agribusiness. But if you don't understand the concept of the business behind agriculture, it only seems like a mere practice without any results or tangible results per se. But at Solokad Multiventures Limited, we want you to always get return for your money, value for your efforts. And that's why we want to bring to your notice every week some information that we think could actually help your outputs. Because we realize the fact that so many farmers are actually doing what they are doing over the past 10 years rather, and they've not been getting tangible results. But technology has actually bring about things and different ways of achieving better results than before. And we all know that what we are achieving 10 years back is quite different from what we can achieve now. We have done it before and we have seen difference in the result. And that's why we want to share to you on how you can actually achieve better results. Over time, we know what we get on an hectare of maize. But today, the result is different. Now we are getting double of the initial price, initial quantity. But we want you to know that you can actually get the same thing. You can actually get something even better than what we are talking about. So many farms today per hectare, they are getting maybe 4 tons. Sometimes they get 5 tons. Some are still telling they are still getting 1.5 tons per hectare. So why don't you find out what are they doing differently? How are they getting 4 tons on a maize and 1 hectare of maize farm, and you are getting 1.5 tons? Mind you, the same time, the same input, the same size of land, the same weather condition. But how come you are not getting the same results? And these are some of the things we want to bring to your notice today. We want to let you understand the fact that your input is a function of your result. If you cannot get adequate input, if you don't know how to put those inputs together, you cannot get the result. So many farms today has the best of the chemicals or fertilizer or even whatever they think they need on their farm. But how to put them together to achieve that result is a very vital thing that they don't have. And so doing, they are wasting resources every year. They are paying staffs, they are wasting inputs, and they are not getting anything better than what they've been getting before. And today we want to tell you at Solokad Multiventures Limited, you can actually do better. If only you can actually ask the immediate questions that you need for your production. And today at Solokad Multiventures Limited, we want to let you know, we've been talking about different things in the past episode we've been doing, and I'm sure if you've been following us, we talked about from land preparation, we talked about irrigation system, we talked about choice of seeds, we talked about pests, we talked about diseases, fungi, and so many things like that. But today we just want to show you an overview of what Solokad Multiventures Limited looks like. Things we have, things we are making readily available for you. So many persons don't know that the challenge they are facing on the farm, there's a particular thing that can actually control it with ease. Some of them think it is hereditary. It is in this area. Some farms will tell you, in this area, anybody that plants tomato doesn't do well. But the question is, what is the problem with that tomato? Why is it not doing well in that area? There are certain things that you can actually use to control the effects for it to do well in that area. Because the truth is this: tomato, as it is, it has been known generally that anywhere in Nigeria can grow tomato, no matter how bad the soil is. Have you asked yourself a question, just at the outlet, the draining outlet of your kitchen, in your house, when you wash out your tomato seeds, suddenly you just see a tomato growing there? What does that tell you? That tomato can grow virtually everywhere. But the question is why are you doing in your feed that is not growing? What are you doing in your feed that is not making that tomato to actually thrive well? If by the channel outlet of your kitchen, tomato can actually grow. It's a function of how you harness the processes together to get that result. Today, I want you to come with me to see the overview of what Solokad looks like. We want to show you the kind of seeds we have. We have hybrid seeds that actually make you get good yield. We have different chemicals, what we're talking about, and what they can do. So we just wanted to see an overview of what Solokad looks like, and you can actually know what we have. With me today, we are in our seed stand, and here in our seed stand, we have various kind of seeds on our seed stand. And I tell you, most of our seeds are hybrid seeds. We carefully selected our seeds in order to ensure that you have good yield. And you can see we have seeds from different trusted companies. We all know that we have so many companies that are producing seeds today, but we have selected some trusted companies that we have tested their seeds, and their seeds are giving us proven results. When I mean proven results, giving us something really required and worthwhile the effort of our farmers, because we don't want our farmers to start wasting their money on buying seeds and not achieving results. And from our seed stand, you can see different seed companies there from different. We have from East West to mention, but if you have Technisem, we have Chatai Group, then we have from different companies that you can mention. So these are our seeds. These are seed varieties that we have for different vegetables and even some other crops that are not even vegetable. But majorly, we do have vegetable seeds all over this place. I'm sure you can see in our seed, we have a cucumber seed, we have tomatoes, we have pepper, we have watermelon, cabbage, we have lettuce, we have okra, we have so many things. We have even water leaf, we have it. We have scent leaf, and we have sweet corn. What again? We have onions, we have broccoli, we have beetroots, we have bitter gourd, we have so many things. We have bell peppers, what have you? We have the chili peppers, as long as it is vegetable. And I tell you, if you make a good choice of seed selection, it will actually enhance you to have a good result. And with me today, we have our person in charge of seed, a person of Miss Ruth. How are you doing today? And how has been the business? Hope customers are turning up. What have been the feedback from our customers? What are they saying? Have there been any kind of complaint, or are they getting good results from the seeds they've been buying from your department so far? Can you just give us a brief of what they've been saying?
Okay. So far so good. We've been getting good reviews about our seeds because we take good care of them. We, like, as you can see, this is our chiller where we store them. We don't keep them where they get eaten up and then they don't germinate. So we're getting good reviews about them. And people keep coming back, they keep referring us and all of that. It's been wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You just heard it all. One thing some farmers fail to understand is this. A lot of farmers will buy seeds and take it to their farm, expose them to heat. They'll end up calling you that the seed I bought from you did not germinate. Please take note. The way you handle your seed is a function of how the seed will be viable for you. As you can see, look at where we keep our seeds. In a very cool place. As a matter of fact, we even have chiller for our seed just to keep their viability. And we want to urge all farmers, even when you buy seeds, do not just expose them to sunlight. Because by the time you get the seed, you take them to your farm, you keep them just anyhow. When exposed to heat, most of them lose viability. Hence, you would think the seed is not good. So farmers will come and say, the seed we bought did not germinate. They are not good seeds. But I tell you, the question is, how did you handle the seed after they left where you bought them? We are not necessarily saying that you have to buy from us, but we want to let you understand that how you handle your seed is a function of the yield you're actually expecting. Because if you don't handle your seed well, it will lose its viability. And by the time it starts losing its viability, you will think the seed you bought, perhaps the seed company or the seed merchant, they did not give you a viable seed. But the truth is this: the seed was viable as at the time you bought them, but they lose viability as at the time you took them to your farm because you did not handle them well. And we are urging you today, even when you buy seeds and you're not ready to plant them, please keep them in a very cool environment. Thereby, they don't lose their viability. You can have your seed stored in your house for the next 3-4 months before you even plant. But if you expose them to heat, they will lose their viability within the next 48 hours. And that will become a problem. So please take note of this thing. We want you to handle your seed properly and handle it well. And we are telling you today, the way you handle your seed is a function of your seed. Let's move away from our seed department and let's move to our liquid fertilizer. We have our liquid fertilizer department and we have our soluble fertilizers as well too. To mention about a few, we have a lot of them on the shelf here. As you can see, right from the GI Grow, from Yara Vital, from Cocoa Boost, from Tekami Flowers, from fertilizer with urea and some other things like that. We have a lot of them. We have Super Grow as well too, and a lot of them on the shelf here. We are just letting you understand the fact that we have different of these things that can actually help your farm to grow very well. Because most farmers will complain, and what happened? I've applied fertilizer to my plant, especially vegetable farmers, but most of my flowers are dropping and some other things. These are some of the things that you need to sustain some of these your vegetables for them not to abort their flowers. I'm very sure one of our episodes we talk about flower abortions, and we let you understand the fact that flower abortion is a function of deficiency in nutrients. Most of the time, when not sufficient, it allows the stems of each of your vegetables to be weakened, and when the stems are weakened, the flowers will drop off because they're not getting good fruit. So when you use foliar fertilizers, it helps your stem to be viable enough and to sustain the flowers from aborting, also to grow to fruit. And some of them we have on the shelf here, and we have different insecticides that are bioinsecticide and soluble, totally soluble water. I'm sure you can see in the pictures we have some of them, like the V-Power is one of the fungicide we use to control some things in our plant, mostly in tomato. We have them. We have the Lancer. We have the Gloria. Gloria is a fungicide. Lancer is an insecticide. We have the Gaia. It's also a fungicide, majorly very good for vegetable farms like tomato, your pepper, and also if you are growing cabbage and you're having problem, you can use most of these things. It will help you control the effects on your plant. So we have a lot of them here to mention, but a few, because of our time, we will not dwell too much on that. But we want you to see it, that we have a lot of them that will actually help your farm. All you need to do is ask us a question. What are the challenges you are facing in your farm? Let us know. We will tell you what to use and to solve the problem for you. We have Agrovat there. I'm sure you can see Agrovat. We have Agrovat different type. We have 11, 46, 14. We have 20, 20, 20. We have 16, 13, 46. We have the 15, 15, 30. And we have the 20, 10, 10. We have the 15, 15, 30 plus TE. And a lot of them. We have Alpha Bonus and so many of them like that. All these things are very, very good for your plant. But because you don't know about them, you don't know how to use them, or you don't know where they exist. But today we are telling you those things exist and can be of good benefit to your plant on your field. So thank you very much for staying tuned to us. Once again, we are telling you welcome to Solokad Adventures Limited. From this side, we are moving to some other things. We want you to let you understand the fact that here we have a staking net. I'm sure a lot of you might have seen what a staking net looks like. To those that are doing cucumber farming, staking nets will help you to stake your plant majorly. Some persons use it for tomato as well too, but it's usually very good for cucumber. You use a staking net to stake your cucumber, and it makes staking very easy for you. If you understand the concept of staking net, just hold it at the top, hold it at the bottom, pull it over. A line is already staked under 5 minutes. It helps you to stake these things very fast, and it is less laborious. So many farmers today are facing the challenge of staking on their cucumber farm, and it has been a very great challenge to farmers because they find that it's very tedious using the normal twine, tying to cucumber one by one. But with the help of the staking net, it helps you to stake very fast, and that's just it. From here, we talk about some other things we have at Solokad. We have your scale. We have different scales of different sizes. This is one of our scales here. We have the B scale. We have the 50 kg scale, we have the 100 kg scale, 150 kg scale, and 300 kg scale. We have them in different sizes like that. We have, and even if you want 1 ton scale, we have them as well too. Now, we have the table scale as well, the small ones too, and every kind of size of scale that you need. Here we have our nursery tray. Now, the nursery tray, we talked about one of our episodes, we talked about raising proper nursery, if you check. Now, these are some of the nursery trays we have at Solokad Adventures Limited. you use to raise your nursery of different size. This is a 200 cell nursery tray. We have the 95 cell. We have the 128 cells. I'm sure you can see that we have it in different sizes, and we have some other ones. It's also a nursery tray. I'm very sure some of you have not seen this before. It's also good for raising nursery. Easy to transport, easy to transplant. Take note of this. We have them in different sizes. Like I said, all you need to do is ask us the question of what you need. We will tell you what you can use and how you can achieve it. We have some other hand tools too. At Solokad Multiventure Limited, permit me to show you this. This is a planter. Coming. This is a multi-purpose planter. This planter can be used to plant your maize. It can be used to plant soya beans. It can be used to plant grains generally. The beautiful thing about this planter is this: it has different chamber for different screens. You can easily change the screen to suit the particular crop you want to cultivate. Permit me to show you this. I'm coming a minute. Sorry. Thank you. These are some of the things, these are some of the screen inside. I call them screen because they are seed selectors. You can see this of different size. We have another one of different size. That makes it possible for you to use to plant any kind of grain, depending on the size of the grain and the number of seed per hole you want to plant. I'm sure you can see the chambers here. It's quite small. It's a single grain planter, but this will plant double grain for you per stand. Look at this chamber. It's wider. This can contain about 3-4 grains at once. And this, so we have a lot of them inside. We have different sizes inside. Let me show you that one. Sorry, it's not coming out. But we have different sizes inside. So that shows that you can plant different kind of grains, from maize, from soya beans, and any kind of grains you want to plant. This planter can help you. And also, it can automatically feed it with fertilizers simultaneously. As you are planting the grain from one side, the fertilizer will also drop at it at the other side. That's the beautiful thing about it, and it's very easy to operate, very easy to understand. Even when you have unskilled or the normal casual staff on your field, they can easily use it by explanation. Thank you very much for that one. So from there, we are moving to another side of Solokad, where we have our pesticides. We have our chemicals here. This is the section where we have our chemicals. The pesticide, the fungicides, and the likes like that. Here we have our different pesticide. I'm sure you can see it in a glance. We have our fungicide too as well, to mention but a few. We can't be just be mentioning all of them one by one and explain to you. But this is the section where you have all this pesticide. These ones we have on display here are just some of them. Not all we have. We have different types from different companies. I mean trusted companies. We all know that we have different chemicals in the market today, but not all of them are reliable. Not all of them will do the job. A lot of them are just selling just to sell to make money, but not actually achieving the best results. But today we want to understand that we have few selected ones on our display here for you to see that we have them, so that you can actually see the samples we have, and those ones that you think we don't have, we have them. The thing is this: just ask us questions about what you want. We will tell you what you need and how to go about them. Here are just some mini sprayers we have here. There are mini sprayers for you to spray maybe within the garden in your house. If you don't have to use all these big sprayers. Up here we have all the sprayers, right from the motorized, the electric. We have them all over here. At the top here we have different kind of sprayers. Like I said, just ask us questions, the type you want. We will give you according to your budget, even according to your specification. We have them in different sizes, different operations, both manual and automatic. We have the rechargeable ones as well too. They are all over the place. So if you want to spray, maybe you want to fumigate within your house or whatever, you use the smaller ones, like this one I'm holding. The smaller ones that we have here, you can use them. They're just maybe 1 liter or 2 liters sizes. You can use them for the place. Like for our pesticide that we talked about, we have the pesticide in different types based on their active ingredients. So we have different types, like this ones down, we have the sulfamycin. But please take note, most persons, what they don't understand is this: they mistake or they mix up. We have some chemicals for fumigation and we have ones for controlling pests in the farm. Most persons will mistake pesticide for farm for fumigating houses. Please take note. we have pesticide for doing fumigation. They are quite different. And that's why if you see on our shelf here, we actually differentiate them. Some persons will come here, they won't ask questions. They'll just say, I want to buy this one. Because some of them I feel like, why should I be asking? I know everything. But we actually make it so easy by labeling them. Anyone with DDVP is meant for fumigation, not for controlling pests on farm. Please take notes to those that will come and not ask questions. Why we are saying this is so many persons have come, they will buy pesticide and they will walk away. After they will tell us that, what I want to use for it did not work. Actually, there's something for fumigation, but you give me something for controlling pests on the farm. It's two different things. If you did not ask questions, you will only buy the wrong thing. You will have paid us, we will collect the money fine, and that's why we open every day. But the question is this: if you don't ask us the right questions, you will buy the wrong thing. But we don't want you to start buying the wrong thing, and that's why we try to simplify it by labeling most of these things. So to those that will come and not ask questions, we have labels all over the place. Please check the labels before you pick, because once picked, most of the time it is quite funny that some persons will buy goods over 2-3 days, they want to return it. It's not that simple. You've taken the goods out here. We don't know how you handle the goods over there. What will have happened to them? We don't know. So returning it to us might be a bit difficult. Please don't want that mistakes to happen, and we don't want you to buy the wrong thing and then taking time to explain to you. These are some of our pesticides as well too, but these are based on the active ingredients in them. We have the sapermetrine are the ones in this. We have the lambda salotrin are the ones here, and we have the other ones and the likes like that. And on our shelf we have different pesticides, and we have fungicides as well too. Some of the fungicides that we have, we talk about the carbidio, we talk about the Enzep, which has the mancozeb as an active ingredient inside, and a lot of them like that. To mention but a few, we have a lot of some other pesticide here that can be used for your tree crops and some other, especially to our cocoa farmers. I'm sure you'll have seen a lot of this. We have so many things for cocoa farmers, which we interest you that every challenge that you can ever have on your cocoa farm, we have you covered here. We have made available every kind of chemical that you can actually use to control these things, which makes cultivation very easy and simple for you. All you need to do is when you come around, tell us what the problem is. We will tell you what you need to use, and you will not make mistakes in buying. And that's just it. So let's move ahead. From there, we'll talk about our weed control. We have so many chemicals for controlling weed, which we know that we have the contact herbicide and we have the systemic herbicides as well too. To those that don't know, the contact herbicides are the ones that are active almost immediately after spray, but the systemic ones are the ones that get active 7 days after spraying. Please take note. So we have them a lot here. These are our stands. We have so many. All these ones are systemic herbicides. We have them a lot here. We can't start mentioning them. All these ones are systemic herbicide, all true. And we have the primarious herbicide as well too. They are also referred to as systemic. A lot of them are here. They are primarious herbicide, Promestra Gold. We have the Raptor, we have the Fostock, and other things like that. We have all of them like that. And down here is just showing some of the things that we talked about. These are liquid fertilizer. I mentioned the other time, Super Glue. It is good for vegetable farmers, not just vegetable farmers, for all crops. You can actually use them to spray your crop and it will enhance growth and germination on your field to support. So here are our contact herbicides. We have them all over here. The active ingredient is paraquat inside. So all of them we have all of them over here. And you can see some of the cartons showing how effective they are. This is before it has been sprayed. This is after it has been sprayed. I'm sure you can see that. So these are some of the things that then we have some of our atrazine active ingredient that we use for our maize and our cassava tubers, which is drawn on the carton, and some of them are here. We use them to shield the weed seed in the ground. I'm sure a lot of farmers that plant maize very well knows about this thing and how effective they are. And here are some of our naps, our watering cans. We have some watering cans, plastic. We make it much more easier for use and also durable. So many persons complain about the aluminum watering can, which we are used to. But we decided to look into a simplified and a better one, very easy to use, and it will not actually get damaged easily, unlike the aluminum watering can. That some persons complain that over the time it start leaking and the like that, and that's why we have to look into this one to get this one available for our farmers. And here are our tools. We have few tools displayed here. We have our cutlasses here of different types, depending on your choice. You have them in different types. We make sure that we get good cutlass for our farmers, because most farmers complain that they buy cutlass in the next few weeks, the mouth will just break off, or the cutlass will just break in process. We try to avoid that so we can get original cutlass for our farmers to use, and that is what we have here. And we have some other farm implements as well too. I'm sure you can see here, we have some of our farm implements here to make clearing, because we know this season we are is weed. This season we have a lot of weed on the field, and we have ways by which you can control it. Like this is our brush cutter. So our farmers that knows about this, our brush cutter, it's used to clear weed, and this brush cutter is so beautiful that it has 3 different mouths. This is for clearing the fields. We have the one that has a sharper blade to clear weeds that are a bit tough, and we have the one that has very strong blades as well too, to clear some weeds that are already turning to trees. You can either want to cut it. Then we have our palm harvester. I'm sure you can see the sickle at the mouth. That's the sickle there. When connected to the operation, it helps you to harvest your palm trees, either than the conventional way of climbing to the top before you start using cutlass to cut and stuff like that. Because of the fact that now we have the Malaysian dwarf. We have the Malaysian dwarf palm now. They are not always too tall. So for you to harvest them easily, we have machines like this that can help you to actually harvest them very easy and fast. Then we have our Doberman machine to cut down some trees on your field like that. So here we have our maize harvester. It's a combined harvester that will actually help you to harvest your maize. It's fully mounted. It harvests the maize this way. The maize going to this place. Just like it's not in operation, we'll have shown you something. The maize going this way. This is a rotor that changes. It takes the intake of the maize, it's going, harvest the maize, drop them here, and you pick them on the other side. The operator can sit down on it and actually operate the machine just to see. If you ask, we can get you videos of it to see how it is in operation and how effective it is. But one thing we want you to understand is this: agriculture has gone beyond the conventional way, and you can actually do it better than this. And from here, we will be taking you over to some of our fertilizer. Some of our fertilizer we have in this place. We have some high fixing nitrogen fertilizers at Solokad Multiventures Limited that you can actually use to cultivate your crop and actually do it very well. These fertilizers will actually help you to cultivate effectively, supply you the nutrient that your plant needs, some micronutrients that are not in your soil, and actually help you get good results. When I mean good results, results that will actually make you happy. Because some soils are so bad that without some of these micro elements, they will not perform well. But we want you to know today, we got you covered. At Solokad Multiventures Limited, we will give you what you need to help you cultivate these things and actually do them very well. So, to help you do this very well. So from here, we want to be starting from our fertilizer here. We have different high fixing nitrogen fertilizers at Solokad Multiventures Limited. We have the one that are potassium rich. We have the one that has the magnesium in them. We have the calcium, and we have water view. A lot of them are just displayed here. I'm sure you can see them. We have all over the place. We have the potassium nitrates. We have different organic fertilizers that can actually help you have good results on your field. We have the high fixing nitrogen fertilizers that are all over the place. I'm sure you can see them. And we have organic fertilizers. So those that are doing pure organic farm, we have the DAP. We have the organic, the bioorganic fertilizers, and water view. We have the sulfates, we have the MOP, muriate of potash, and we have a lot of them like that, to mention but a few. And also we'll be talking about some persons we ask when we talk about our sprayers. So people are complaining that the sprayers are small. When we need to spray a very big field, we need more motorized sprayers and with bigger tanks, and we get it covered. We have so many motorized sprayers here that has long nozzles that can travel as far as 50 meters. This is fully motorized with wheels. The tank is a very big tank that can take at least 40 liters of water. We have those that can take 50 liters of water and 25 liters of water per time. And the nozzles are so long as 50 meters, that you don't need to actually move them all around, but you just have to just put them in operation, stretch the nozzles, and you can actually spray a long distance field. It is very suitable for fields, for farms that have 3 crops on their field. This will help you to actually spray long distance and even to the top of your field. Perhaps you have some pest attack to cocoa farmers, to cashew farmers, and to orange farmers, mangoes, and the stuff like that. Pawpaw and the like, shower shop, So when you have fields like this these sprayers help you to spray a very large expanse and also travel very far for you. And that's why we have different types and different sizes. Also, we have the twine that helps you for some other staking, like the tomato staking, like those people that still do flame staking for the cucumber farm. We have the twines and our napster sprayer and other views. So now we get to our irrigation section. Now here we'll be showing you different irrigation equipment that we have at Solokad Multiventures Limited. We have irrigation system, we have the surface irrigation system, we have the overhead irrigation systems, which you know as the sprinklers, the spray tubes, the micro sprinklers, and the rain guns. So today, here we're starting from the drip irrigation system. Even the drip irrigation system, we have different types of drip irrigation systems. This is one of our drip irrigation systems. The drip irrigation system is a function of the thickness and the diameter of the pipe. So generally, the diameter of the pipe are always 16 mm. Generally 16 mm, and this is one of the drip tape. It's also 16 mm, but this thickness is about 0.6. As you can see, it's like a pipe. Like we have some other ones too like that. These are some of the other ones. This is 16 mm, 0.2 mm thickness. We have 0.3 mm thickness at the back here. So we have them different types, and these are the lay flats we have. We have different lay flats, durable, because we have some lay flats that when laid on the field, most of them changes colors very easy. But with this one now, we try to get some reliable ones for our farmers. With all this one now, very durable, long lasting. We have another lay flat. This one is the black lay flat as well too. It's used for irrigation as well too. Then we have the spray tube. The spray tube is one of the overhead irrigation system. I'm sure you can see it. It has holes punctured on it. It sprinkles water like a what do I call it? Like a waterfall. That's how this one operates. We have videos of a lot of them if you want to see how it operates before you decide the one you want to use for your field. We have them like that. And back to this place where we have our organic inputs. When we talk about organic inputs, we have our organic fertilizers here and also our irrigation equipment here as well too. Here we have some of our organic input that you can use for your field. Like I said earlier, if your fields are having flower abortion problems, a lot of these things here will help you control them. I can also help you control pests on your field as well too. And we have a lot of them on the field here, on display here. I'm sure you've seen a lot of them. We have them in here. We have all of them in here. You can just see them one by one. Whatever you think you want, we can get for you. And in here also we have all our irrigation equipments that you can actually use. I'm sure you can see over there, that's our puncher. Then the spray guard. The spray guard is a very important tool that you can actually use. Please let me have that. Now, to all the farmers that you have challenged on your field, some farmers that their pre-emergence herbicide, pre-emergence application was not properly done, and within the space of 2 weeks, the weeds are taking over your field, and you are bothered with how to manually weed 200 acres of a land, of maize or whatever. Now, this is what the spray guard is for. It's a funnel-like tool that you can fix at the mouth of the nozzle of your sprayer. Now, this helps to control the throw of your herbicide to spray within crops. Please take note, it helps you to control the throw of your herbicide within crop. Thereby, even when your maize has come out, maybe your maize is just 3 weeks old, and you want to control weed inside, you can use the contact herbicide like we showed you on the field there, and you can use the spray guard to control the throw of spray such that it will not touch your maize. It will only go to the herbicide, it will only go to the weeds on the field, and also kill all the weeds for you, leaving your crops. Please take note, and that is what we need this spray guard for. So to those that don't know about it, this is very, very useful. You might think that it is, you can actually control it by yourself, but one thing there is this: if you know how your sprayers work with fused hair. Fused hair can easily be carried by breeze, which makes it touches your crop very easy without you noticing. You would think it doesn't get there, but as long as there's breeze on your farm, it touch your crop without you noticing. But with this, it prevents all those things from happening. And in our display here, we also have some of the growth boosters here. They are organic growth boosters, and this is a lot of the spray guard that we have here. There's a pesticide we talked about. We have the soil, the plant booster as well. King Humus is very good. It's a soil inoculant. It helps your plants to grow very easy, and it aids good germination rate on your field if you use them and the likes like that. So, in view, we just wanted to know that at Solokad Multiventures Limited, we can actually give you everything you want as far as agriculture is concerned. knowing fully well that we can actually provide you with almost everything you want, the best of them for that matter. I want you to understand the fact that we are dead committed to serve you better. You want you to always know that whatever you think you want to do, getting the best out of it is asking questions about it. When you have the basic information about it, you know how to go about your choice of selection. Even here at Solokad Multiventure Limited, to those that are cultivating coconuts, I am sure to those that have discovered the resources in coconut, they could understand the fact that we have some benefits in coconut. And coconut farmers, a lot of them have been looking into it. In the time we are going now, how do you go about coconut farming? Some persons will say they want to buy dwarf coconuts. They end up buying the very tall ones that their hand cannot even get to when they want to harvest them. We want to tell you that we have the dwarf coconuts for you. You can actually cultivate them, that you don't need to climb anything to harvest them. And the yield are always massive. When I mean massive, the yield are always massive. You can give it a try today. I want to let you understand the fact that you will not regret this. But before I go, some persons will ask, are you not selling maize seed? We have a lot of maize seed at Solokad Multiventure Limited that will actually give you good yield that you can actually talk of. Starting from Seedco Company, starting from Premier Seeds, we have the Pioneer Seeds. Now, these are seeds that have been tested with proven results. Tested with proven results. Like I said, your choice of inputs is a function of the yield you will actually get. If you make a wise choice of input today, you will get a good result. And at Solokad Multiventure Limited, we are always there to provide you with adequate services, information that will actually help you to cultivate, to have good results. And today we have in our house here today, Alaja from Technicen, a very good partner. She's a very good woman, a very good marketer, a resource person, and someone that she's a woman. You can see how fresh she is. She's very fresh. She's a very good person, but she's a farmer. As simple as it is, she knows a lot about agriculture. Anytime you see her, just bill her. But don't ask for money, ask for seed. Because she will give you a very good seed too. Thank you very much for coming to Solokad Multiventure Limited. And I know our partnership over the time has been a wonderful one. And that's why you've been smiling to us. So what can you tell our viewers in the house today?
I would tell the viewers in the house to try as much as possible to come and patronize Solokad Ventures, as they've been doing very great in the business, and they've been here over the years, and they know virtually there is nothing I think you need that they don't have, and well, they've been doing wonderfully well, and they are good, they are great partners, really good partners so far. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alaja. She's a very good person. As a matter of fact, when I say her again, Bila, she will give you seed. She's always around seed. So in Solokad Multiventures Limited, we have someone in Solokad Multiventures Limited. He's our Ogao, the boss himself, the only boss that controls Solokad. If you talk about Solokad anytime, this is the boss that controls Solokad. So let us hear from him. What do you have to say about our customers, and what can you say about Solokad as a whole over the time?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Mark. My name is Adenito Blessing, and I'm the manager at Solokad Multiventures Limited. And here at Solokad, we've been, over years, we've been an agri-input supplier. We've been supplying agri-input to our small-scale older farmers because we are the closest to the farmers since the extension of the extension workers. And we've been the one doing the job of both the extension workers, the agronomists, and that is what we've been doing for over the years. And at Solokad, we'll be able to meet the demands of most of our farmers, and that's why they call us farmers' friends, and that's why a lot of farmers can relate with us. And everywhere in Nigeria, we've been a well-known name for doing this for years, and we've been providing solutions, both the modern ones and the old ones, to all our farmers. And we are happy that our farmers are happy too. So thank you.
All right, thank you very much. This is number one Solokad. When you talk about Solokad, number one person you can already talk to is always the one in charge of communication, contacts, information, inquiries. You can always make reference to him. But please, on our screen, you will be seeing our number, our contacts will be displayed on the screen. Feel free to call us, send us WhatsApp messages, send us email, and ask us questions. Like I said in most of our episodes, your question makes us to understand what the challenge out there is. We visit farms though, but we cannot visit all the farms at once. Let us know what's happening in your farm. Thereby, you can provide solutions to it. And it's so beautiful that we have so many persons that will patronize Solokad with proven results. Today, we will be talking to one of our customers. He's in the house today. And we want to ask him Baba questions. He's one of our customers. He's a very good customer in Solokad. We want to ask him a few questions about what has been his experience in Solokad Multiventures over time. We want to hear a feedback from him. Baba, Eka Rosa. Yes, sir.
Adúpẹ́ o.
Yes, sir. Ẹ jẹ́ fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín ni bàbá. A rí pé ẹ máa rajà lọ́dọ̀ wa.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So a fẹ́ béèrè báwo ni àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ rà lọ́dọ̀ wa? Ṣé àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ rà lọ́dọ̀ wa ṣó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ lò fún? Àbí báwo lẹ ṣe rí sí? Kí lẹ fẹ́ sọ fún wa? Kí ni àtúnṣe tẹ́ fipá lè ṣe ń gbà ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú.
Àwọn ọjà tí a rà lọ́dọ̀ yín bí eléyìnbó ọ̀ríjínà ni. Àwọn nǹkan tí à ń fẹ́ kó ṣe ló ń ṣe. Bí a bá ṣe béèrè fún nígbà tí a bá wá, èyí tí a fi ń fín kòkó, èyí tí a fi ń fín tòmẹ́tò, gbogbo ọjà tá a sáà ń rà ní àti ọ̀dọ̀ yín ó ń jẹ́ ọjà tó dáa tí ó sì ń ṣiṣẹ́ bí a ṣe ń fẹ́.
Ẹ ṣé gan bàbá, a dúpẹ́ gidigidi gan pé ẹ̀ ń wá àyàn ọlọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ ń ṣe pé àwa náà rí ọjà yẹn fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń béèrè ṣùgbọ́n a fẹ́ béèrè kí ni àwọn kankan tẹ́ rí pé a tún lè ṣe sí i láti tún ran àwọn àgbẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ sí i àbí kí ni àtúntò tẹ́ fipá lè ṣe lára àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ti rí lọ́dọ̀ wa àbí kí làwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ìpele tó jẹ́ bí ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ̀ rí lóko tẹ́ fi pé bí a lè kojú ẹ̀ láti ọ̀dọ̀ wa níbí àbí kí lẹ fipá lè ṣe láti tún ran àwọn àgbẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ sí i.
Ńgbà tẹ́ ẹ lọ sóko àwa la mọ̀ bí nǹkan tí à ń rí ní oko àwa la mú wá fún yín a sì ti múrú ẹ̀ náà wá tí ẹ sì tó ń fi tọ́jẹ́ wípé oògùn tá a tọ́ka sí tẹ́ sọ fún wípé ìyẹn kò bá ìlànà tí à ń lò fún lóko so pẹ̀lú ìmọ̀ràn yín àti ìmọ̀ràn wa Olúwa wà pẹ̀lú wa.
Ẹ ṣé gan gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ ti gbọ́ lẹ́nu ìkànnì àwọn olùrajà Solokad Multiventures Limited wọ́n ti sọ pé lára àwọn nǹkan táwọn ń rà lọ́dọ̀ wa ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún àwọn nǹkan táwọn ń fẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìbàdàn ṣe sọ tí wọ́n bá wá ń gbà mí tí wọ́n bá náwó sáwọn nǹkan míì gbà mí tá a bá béèrè ìpìlẹ̀ fẹ́ lò fún tí ò bá jẹ́ ètò ẹ̀kan tí wọ́n rà á sọ pé ilé ìbáyìí ní kẹ́ra torí pé àkọ́ déédéé máa tajà fáwọn èèyàn torí pé a fẹ́ gbowó lọ́wọ́ wọn a fẹ́ kí nǹkan tí wọ́n rà kó iṣẹ́ fún nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ lò fún la ṣe ń fún wọn ní ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yìí a nítorí ẹ̀ ni pé ló ṣe já pé irú nǹkan tá a ṣe lé ní la fi ń jẹ́ kó yí àwọn òǹdàrajà wa pé tẹ́yìn náà bá wá sọ́dọ̀ wa àkọ́ tajà fún yín torí pé a fẹ́ gbowó lọ́wọ́ yín a fẹ́ kí nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ̀ ra yẹn kó iṣẹ́ fún nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ lò fún la ṣe ń ṣe ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yìí lọ́sẹ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ láti dá àwọn àgbẹ̀ àwọn tó rajà lọ́wọ́ ní ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ láti mọ̀ orúkọ tán rà. But once again I want to say a very big thank you to you for staying true to Solokad Multiventures Limited. You've been our very good motivation. You've been actually pushing us forward and we want to do more by getting feedback from you. Our numbers are displayed on the screen. You can always call us, send us WhatsApp messages, send us email, ask us questions. Let us know the challenges you are facing in your field and we can tell you how we can actually go about them. There are so many agro services that we can actually render to you. We have so many implements in Solokad Multiventures Limited that we can actually display in here. We have so many things in our warehouses that we cannot display in this showroom here. We have so many implements. What have you? Not just this that have been displayed to you so far, but we have some other things that we cannot display here today that we have in stock. Just ask us the question of what you need for your agricultural endeavor, and we are sure to provide a very good service that will actually suit you. Once again, I will tell you a very big thank you to you for staying tuned to Solokad Multiventures Limited, and till we come again next week, make a wise decision and do not fail in your next project. Thank you very much. My name is Mark Oluwafemi. Bye for now.
Bàbá Sídí ọ̀rẹ́ mi níbi táyé lajúdé yìí ló tún roko àrógbá kéèké.
wọ́n rò wọ́n ti sú mi mo ti fi kó tó ẹ̀mẹ́ta lọ́dún
yìí. Níbo ló ti wá ra kẹ́míkà tiẹ̀?
a ní lọ́dọ̀ àwọn tí wọ́n máa ń to kẹ́míkà sí ẹgbẹ́ títì ibẹ̀ mo rà.
ọmọ ṣe o àgbárí bíjà tòtò kí o tò.
kàṣà.
sórí o ti gbọ́n pa Solokad ní tiẹ̀. Solokad nìkan ní ta ojúlówó kẹ́míkà tó o bá dọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀ kò sírú kẹ́míkà tó wá tó rí. kí ni jẹ́ èpò níwájú kẹ́míkà Solokad?
ṣé lóòótọ́?
òótọ́ ni mo sọ fún ọ wo má yá lọ. mo rí gbogbo rẹ. ọ̀rẹ́ mi wo àgbẹ̀ ti di rọrùn.
tèmi ti dá a lọ́dún yìí. ṣé a lọ ọ̀rẹ́.